Your life experience, good or bad, is a gift when you share it with others. At Taxi Chronicles, we allow real riders with real stories to share their gift. So hopefully this episode will intrigue, enhance or inspire you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another rider. Today we have a lovely lady here and she's a specialist in laser surgery. So she can explain the industry to you because I don't know anything about it either. And she's going to tell us about how she got into it, why she got into it and what motivates her. So nice to have you here today.
Nice to meet you.
So tell us, what is exactly laser surgery?
So it's laser hair removal. Yeah, not as exciting as laser surgery. But it's basically just a treatment so that you get more of a permanent reduction in your hair growth, basically.
And what's the most common areas that people have this done, or what for?
Literally all over the body. You can have yourself lasered from head to toe. So if you're ever concerned about the hair that you grow, then we can definitely treat it, which is good.
I understand there's quite a few different types of hair in the human body, and does the hair differ based on race and gender and things like that?
Yeah, so the only hair that isn't suitable for laser hair removal is either blonde, grey or red hair, as there's no pigment in it for the laser to be attracted to. So them hairs are untreatable as the laser itself is attracted to the melanin of the hair. So that's the way in which it targets it. Yeah.
That's interesting. You learn something every day.
Yeah.
What have you learned about working in this industry that you wish you knew when you started?
Oh, I don't know really. I mean, my job's quite great where I get to meet a lot of people. I get to talk to people every day, people from all different backgrounds. And yeah, it's just I wish I was more confident to begin with. I think when you start within any job, you get quite scared and you sort of doubt yourself. But as the years have gone on, I really have, become more confident, and I do really enjoy what I do. I love being able to talk to different people every day, and yeah, just trying to find a place within the industry that you actually enjoy, because especially within the beauty industry, there's such a wide range of things that you can do. And ever since I went into the more aesthetic part of the industry, I've found that I do enjoy it a lot more than I ever did before.
Okay. Have you done any famous people?
Oh, we're not allowed to disclose that information. I'm joking.
Yes, no problem with that. Qualifications-wise, what do you need to be in your profession?
So you need at least a minimum of level 4 in laser hair removal and IPL in order to carry out the treatments. It does vary borough to borough. Like some places allow you just to have your level 3, but now they're definitely trying to push for more level 4, as it can be quite a dangerous treatment. We do use medical grade lasers, so you always have to be very careful when treating people and make sure you have the knowledge, because you need to be able to educate your clients as well. If they're not fully educated, they're not going to know what to expect, and it's always about managing expectations and keeping everyone happy, and yeah, just trying to get them to feel good and feel positive about themselves. So
I take it lasers are, I've never really seen a laser. The fact that you're putting a laser near someone's face or certain parts of their body,
yeah,
they need to have protection, like on their eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
What can someone expect if they came to you? How would the day go? How would you introduce them to what you're going to do? And
so we usually educate them on how the laser hair removal works. We let them know what they expect to feel as well. The laser itself, we attach something which blows a lot of cold air, so it actually helps to take away a lot of the sensation of the laser itself. But it's not so bad. It's just a little bit of heat or prickling or like an elastic band on the skin, some people say. But yeah, we just we walk them through the whole process. We make sure they're comfortable all throughout. Everything's really, really quick, to be honest. I mean, a whole body with the lasers that we have now, they're much more advanced, so you can do a full body within an hour, so it is quite quick.
how does that laser actually work? You spoke about pigmentation and hair.
Yeah. So the laser itself is attracted to the melanin in the hair. What happens is we shoot it at the skin, it travels down the hair and pretty much converts to heat, and the heat pretty much destroys the blood supply to the hair, so the hair isn't able to grow again. Laser hair removal only works in the first stage of hair growth, so that's when it's attached to the blood supply. So this is why you need specific intervals in between each treatment so that we're able to catch it when it's in that first stage of hair growth. And because of this first stage of hair growth, we can only really treat 1 to 30% of hair at a time, which again is why you need multiple sessions in order to get your desired result as well. With the laser,
the hair down, sorry?
Yes, exactly. So you need to come in with the hair clean shaven. You can't do any waxing, tweezing, anything like that, as you need the hair within the root. But you don't want too much hair obviously on the surface, because then it loses a lot of energy on the surface rather than targeting into the follicle where we want it to. Old school lasers, it was quite tricky because you couldn't treat every single skin type. We could only really treat people who were of a fairer skin tone, as again, where the laser's attracted to melanin, if you're someone with a deeper skin tone, it won't be able to differentiate between the melanin of the hair and the melanin of the skin. So now we have dual wavelength lasers that, for example, the Nd:YAG wavelength is the one we use on anyone with a deeper skin tone. And instead of that being attracted to melanin, it's actually attracted to the hemoglobin and water around the follicle. So that's what it's attracted to, and then that's what it will basically destroy. So, yes.
You sound like you really know your stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to be able to, because, you know, people have questions. When it comes to lasers, people are always worried about whether it's going to affect, you know, their, for example, reproductive organs and things like that, or whether it can sort of cancer, exactly. But with the wavelengths we use, it only penetrates as like to the layer where we want the hair removal. So
how long has laser surgery been around?
It's been around for ages, to be honest, years and years. But over the last few years, I'd say it's definitely got more popular, especially with the new technology, so that we are able to treat absolutely everyone. Because I used to work in a place where we could only treat, you know, lighter skinned people. I couldn't even have it done, and I'm not even, you know, someone that has a super deep skin tone. But at the end of the day, it is for everyone's safety, which we have to obviously take into consideration. So now it's great that they've found a way that we can treat absolutely everyone. So yeah, that's why you just have to be really educated, because if you use the wrong wavelength on someone with a deeper skin tone, you can really end up causing, you know, really deep burns. So you need to be super careful.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Last two questions. You've been a great guest. Is there an age limit? Minimum.
So we usually say minimum 18. I think you can go from 16, but I always say wait off. The only thing that affects laser are hormonal changes, and I do feel like when you're sort of still under 18, you still have, you know, a lot of hormonal changes going on within the body. So I do think you can leave it off for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
An age limit?
No age limit. Anyone can have it done, unless your hair's going grey, then we won't be able to treat you. But as long as your hair's dark in colour, yeah, we can definitely treat you.
Okay, so you can dye your beard or whatever and come in.
It wouldn't. No, it doesn't really work that way. Yeah, it has to be natural. Yeah.
And the last question is, what's the impact you want to have in the world?
Ooh, don't know really. I think helping people feel confident, I think that's what the greatest thing in the job is. I know hair removal seems like such a small thing, but for a lot of women and men, to be honest, it can really affect their confidence. So just being able to make people feel better about themselves and feel positive is a good feeling. Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot for that.
No worries, thank you.
And we wish you well.
Have a good.
We hope you liked that Taxi Chronicles interview. Don't forget to share and subscribe to get the latest episode. Ever considered investing in the continent with the fastest growing economies and population on Earth? The same continent that holds 30% of the world's known natural resources. Listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where you hear real investors with real stories from around the world share their experience of investing in Africa. We post Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m. British Standard Time.